Now we're having some sound. Still gonna work. Ish. This is fun. I'm staying. Is Twitch gonna be alright? Seems stable. Okay. Let's do this. Maybe put a fake stream now or something. What's the most important thing for the stream now? Probably a link, which to the Twitch video, which see. Is there a specific video? How does it go? Videos and then video. This one. Is this rendering? I don't know. Someone. I gotta paste it from now. Yes. Okay. Really, the extras. All the embeds. Okay. Okay, we don't have issues with the encoding. Okay, we can start normally. Let's hope nothing goes crazy here. Should be good. Still don't hear the bots coming in. Let's say anything. Let's do another test message. Chat. Yeah, it's fine. So I'll get notifications. That's fine. I'm not sure what this is at the moment. Okay. Let's refocus on the actual work. This was the OBS crash, wasn't previous. We got multiple things going on. We have this keep to kind of keep track. So I have two error things in the error branch. What are the branch names here? Don't care about the schedule at the moment. Should be having. Why is this fit? So the prod issue is this one. What is this? Enrich clip error. So this is the errors we're talking about. Right. This is the error. I think this is the other errors. I just have a couple of sessions in parallel going on. Broken fallback. Yeah, animations. Incomplete file list that doesn't tracked. File hasn't appeared in the repository root. Leave this for later. I started working on multiple things in parallel and it's kind of time to consolidate. So this has its own. Started using walkthroughs. Not happy about having everything error. I wouldn't be surprised if those are just temporary errors. Already in use. Yeah. They got some scheduled testing. Problem is, I think not all my tests are very isolated. So some tests can interrupt others. I think I've cancelled one, but I didn't want to verify. Why did I have the scheduled ones? The scheduled ones were okay. This is not good. Which one? Alfred issue is the one I should care about more. Why did like everything crash? This is a bit crazy. Provisions, they shouldn't even be happening. Username is empty. Username? Username? Superbase, your element set. Nothing seems wrong. What is the username? Will this be just a thing when I run everything again and everything works? Need verify image. That's gonna collide with the other one. Website builder is not even. Shouldn't have even been triggered, I think. Doesn't make sense. Something here has gone a bit crazy. I need this, maybe I'll close a bit other stuff. I'm freaking sure what's going on. Those are not things that were changed recently. Unless like something expired. This I cannot show on stream. There's not expired, but like I don't know. What the heck happened? That's what I'm trying to understand. So the entire change. This actually dragging other changes in. Right? This is probably my problem. Let's try to understand. So if I do a fetch of think I didn't consider what I'm doing when I did walkthroughs. So I just want to use last basically. Rebase. Maybe I'll just rebase it on the production one. Origin name. See. On uh, what do I have in there? What do I have in trying to decide because I did so many things in parallel. How do I want to approach this? Equal to like dash main. I'm gonna push. Okay. So we got a branch that's so this branch is based off of master. So if we had nothing, we shouldn't have anything horrible in dev either. But I don't know. This is kind of cleaner, and I can rebase dev on master. Because this is an actual user production issue that I wanna kind of skip the queue and get this out. Then I can take care of the other things. There's a couple of others. Well, this is basically the branches adding the stuff here. I'm kind of worried because we did a lot of work on the image building in there. Let's do another one because that dev is already in their knowledge. Tree base. Well, this way I would know if there's a collision somewhere. Maybe I should delay the build up. Also not trigger. Yeah. Okay, so we want these to build first. What? This is already. What's going on? So the last domain we have is this one. It's the daily. We have another daily running just now. Let's look at some of these. Which one's fire first? Okay, this is gonna go crazy, it doesn't matter. You don't like what's going on. Japanese. Provision, secrets. Death, and what happens on the problem. This not main, this is against main. Critical secrets are missing. Let's double check. I have this one. I have this one. I have this one. Yeah. The problem is the job is not scoped to death, probably. Yeah. Environment name death. I think these are protected. Have the GitLab environment variables as protected, and if the branch is not set to protected, then the variables don't show up. So that's why everything is failing. Why do I use that protected thing? I'm not even sure. How are we gonna fix it? I think we're gonna add the GitLab branches to protected. Gemini, I can remember. GitLab to add branches to protected servers. Navigate, repository, expand. I'm a bit wary about showing this part on stream. Protected branches. Okay, you got branch name of button. Did I just make all of them? Wildcard. Create branch rule. And watch. First of all, there's a big red message that's show this. I don't know what this meant. Branches. Okay. Show me how did we have the other things? Protected branches. Branch. What? Protected branches is moving to branch rules. Branch rules. All branches and default protect. Okay, so I think I've done it. Let's see. What's the other thing? Not what I'm looking for. Um, mm, 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 this. Okay, let's retry this. Yeah, so far I didn't use too many branches. I only worked on main before. And I've started working on dev, which becomes like a staging ground because I have a deployed application. So I now have the three environment: production, local, and dev. They're not perfect. Dev is not perfect yet, but started having that. So now is the first time I'm trying to actually use other branches with the project. Yeah, I didn't do much branching since I'm working alone, and most development was pretty linear so far. Yeah, okay, so this just making all branches interprotected basically is fixing my issue. Um, so that means I can pretty much run all of them. Let's start with the most important one, this one. So what am I worried about running in parallel? I could be having building containers in parallel. That's not a problem. The only thing is the last project saves the image if we're rebuilding the containers, the snapshots. Both containers and snapshot, two different things. But I think that being fixed will actually unblock all the pipelines. And maybe I was worried for the one thing. Mm, okay, we don't need that Google answer anymore. We're not touching settings anymore. I hope. Not that I care really, but if you're wondering, other streamers currently on that you could be watching, Theo does news, it's tech news. He does processed videos. He's basically streaming himself, recording um, material for editors to make into long videos. Does stop and chat once in a while. Nate is doing like finance app things. He's not from a developer background. He said he'll do like 30 apps in 30 days. I don't know. One of these, I'm gonna be a millionaire streams. Um, Nate Needham. He's a bit robotic in his speech, but otherwise he's cool. He's moving a bit more than I thought, you know. Not like his tonality is very fixed. So if that bothers you, it's probably not the streamer for you. Otherwise, he's interesting because he has other context. He so far that I've watched, he did finance apps around trading in crypto, do stops and detections and stuff. So if you're into finance apps, watching him, yeah, it's might be weird that I recommend others, but I do track other streamers a lot. And I have the app. If you wanna find other streamers, you got podflow.com/discover can help you find streamers that you might like. Um, You can find app devs, game devs, or other weirder streams. The others mostly I've tried to have it mostly be the things that aren't interesting, but some actual streams get in the way. Um, Everyone starts as an app dev, and some heuristics push them into being a game dev. If they're talking about game engines or games or whatever, they'll usually be pushed into game dev. Otherwise, everyone defaults to app dev, and the others are more specific hard-coded roles. Yeah, if you want to find other streamers, enjoy this. Well, so keep into here. My main product is the Workflow app, which is meant for developers. Doesn't matter if you're app or game. Basically, if you're an app developer or a game developer and you stream or you want to record your sessions and reuse the content, that's what I'm building for. Started for myself and then decided others would probably want to use this as well. Okay, I don't know how much I care about the post-hoc dashboards at the moment. Failed to send for did it try to destroy them, recreate them? That thing. So there's new dashboards described here. Create. Can try to rerun this first before I get into the deep. Also something with tokens for Discovery app. How is this even being triggered? This is not part of the things I care about at the moment. I should be doing something better with my deployments. I don't know if anyone has a system for monorepos to have pipelines that are kind of segregated, even though they might cross at times. No, it's kind of complicated. But basically, I have multiple sub projects. I don't know the thing between not micro apps, What's the thing? What's the name? There's the monorepo and there's the small apps thing. Thing is, IAC is usually its own thing. Deployments are their own thing. But there are cross dependencies. And they have like parallel products, but they sometimes cross. I don't know. It's a bit of a mess, but it's a working mess most of the time. It's my mess, I guess. The thing I care about most here is build worker, which goes was not which goes into the build something else. The snapshot, what I actually care about. Snapshot goes to here, and why was this skipped? No reason why it's been skipped, of course. Okay. Not where I want to be. So this is its own branch against main. Let's run this. Not happy. What's going on? No. Okay, let's go back here. So we are here. The files we've touched are up for processing. Okay, but where's the Dino stuff? Dino thing is under generate worker snapshot. And how come this does not trigger the snapshot job? Lab. So this should be triggering the notify. Okay, not what I'm looking for. Recyclers, that's fine. And generate snapshot though. Does not trigger the work. Um, question about GitLab CI. We just changed um, which would trigger, but that job also depends on Azure. Need build worker dev. Build worker dev. Which doesn't get triggered. Legal cycle. Generate snapshot dev. Generate registers and actually release this. So basically, I have a problem that the pipeline didn't get triggered. We updated the file that showed rebuild shots. So the way our is made, or the way our deployment is, we have the code, we create a container. The containers are we have the code, we have Docker container images. The Docker container images are the generate worker dev. When they change, we also rebuild a snapshot. So we have snapshots in DigitalOcean for droplets to start. This is overcomplicated. Because basically, why do we have the containers? We kind of could have run the workers without the containers, just directly on the snapshots in the way this is currently made. So we have a dynamic infrastructure that starts cold and loads dynamically, starts instances and kills them, which might be an over engineering because I could have kept just one instance alive or so and just pay the cost. So that image needs to be updated with the addition of Dino, which I thought we have because that helps the YouTube downloader fight the YouTube protections to download a video. So we have this duality of Docker containers, which actually have the code for the workers and try to be minimal, and then mounting stuff from the host container to try to have permanency, smaller container images, and cross access between the containers. Because we basically run 3 different worker containers with the same image, but a different code base. Should make a diagram for this to explain this better. The issue we had here is that the CI is kind of broken in terms of we updated one thing and that did not re-trigger no command. We can't add the same file twice for no reason. I even actually, well, I was just talking to myself. I dropped frames 18%, dropped 90%. Maybe that's the stream isn't actually working properly. Why is that? Are we going crazy on networking? Do I have priority? Hmm. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I can't really fix that at the moment. Actually, I'm doing a lot of things wrong now. I'm good. Problem is when I run the pipeline, I run it locally. And that competes with my streaming, as well as I'm doing some maintenance of moving files around the network, which is not the smartest way to go about it. It was quick. I'm seeing things are pretty bad. Pretty bad. So how is this thing? Well, this is lagging a lot. It's showing that I'm doing like 12 to 13, 14 frames per second. Besides doing low frames per second, the audio is fine. Video is kind of fine. Okay. Let's see. So now I have which branch are we now? Did I not create the other branches? It might need with the things. So the commit pointer is this one. I'm confused the heck. Cherry pick this one. Push. So where are we? We can cancel most of these. Let's drop this one. Okay, one thing at a time. Let's try to get this clumsy built. But now the change is not I think the problem is now that this is a separate command. This does not belong to the main changes here. You can't get the last parts of this. Let's see how this is doing now. Problem is, yeah, nothing now is going to get triggered. I manually triggered. Why am I not able to go to the... Oh, they should be able to. And we have oh, it changed branches. And we have the option to manually trigger build worker as well. For some jobs, we have the automated one and manually triggered one as a backup. So then switch branches. All thanks to the manual. Okay, so this thing is also useless if I can. Oh, how this eventually actually triggers. No such selected packages, DNS. Line doesn't make sense. Mhm. You know what? This stream is really bad. What is horrible? Things are adjusted. And we continue. Against all odds. It's still processing. You can take care of someone. Probably should take care of